Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Metaphor, ReFantazio. It's such a wild name that I have a hard time pulling it out of my brain. And we're getting close to being done with the demo. Basically we have 3 days to do what we want.
What's happened?
Alright then.
And it looks like we have some people who might have some requests, I'm guessing. The Mustari man.
Can't see a single good option.
Oh, what shall I do? I cannot buy the medicine that my sick daughter needs. Medicine? Is it that expensive? Yes, it is, or to put it more accurately, it costs more than what a Mustari in the city is capable of earning. My daughter won't be long for this world if I can't get my hands on this medicine. My heart aches to see her so racked by a cough. What if I were to buy it?
Yeah.
Our mission is still our top priority, but it shouldn't take up too much of our time to squeeze in a quick shopping trip and help them out.
You there?
What? Don't be ridiculous. We Mustari are treated poorly, but the people here hate the Elder even more. I've heard that all Elder are anathema to the Sanctist. The medicine can be purchased at a church, but I doubt they do business with you. What medicine is it? Well, it's a respiratory medicine called the Breath of Fresh Air. They sell it at St. Fermi's church.
I hope it's not too much
I
trouble.
am hesitant to get my hopes up, but should you somehow obtain it, please bring it to me.
If so...
St. Fermi's church. Should be on the San Lumeo Street. Think they'll sell us the medicine?
Let's give it a shot.
Only one way to find out. So this has a deadline as well, 6/16, 5 days left. We'll get a rusted accessory and increases tolerance. Pagan's Dilemma. The rewards for solving people's requests are not limited to just money or items. You could even unlock a new archetype, okay? The harder the request, the greater the reward you can expect. You may be requested to slay certain monsters outside the city, for example. You can review requests you've already taken in the quest section of the main menu. Enemy difficulty is also noted there, so you don't have to tackle quests blindly. Some requests have time limits. If you fail to complete a request in the designated time, it will be marked expired. You can no longer acquire rewards for requests past the deadline, so keep an eye on your time. You can review deadlines in the quest section of the main menu. Okay.
What happened?
A knowledgeable man. If I may ask you just one thing, are you all going to the Grand Cathedral? Hey, who told you that? Calm yourself, there's no need to be so wary. I won't say a word about it to anyone else. On the contrary, I'd like to help you. I've got intel on the monsters within the Grand Cathedral. And you could always use more information, couldn't you? Information broker?
What?
I'm what some call an informant. I sell information, so how about it? Any interest in paying for knowledge? Buying intel gives you more than just what you've heard from the informant. It has various effects such as unlocking information about enemies in battle using analyze. Informants can be found skulking in taverns across Euchronia. Consider seeking them out, especially if you want hints about what to do next. You can view information you've purchased in the item section of the main menu via the information panel. Okay, and they're not too expensive, honestly. 150, learn about the current state of the Regalath Grand Cathedral. According to reports, it's teeming with monsters. I mean, at that price, why not, right?
Hey!
Well, if you're set on going into the Grand Cathedral, be wary. I've heard that place is a veritable den of monsters now. I must assume this is the work of that man, that necromancer. Ugh, just the thought of bones and corpses moving on their own sends a chill down my spine. I heard they're weak to light magic. In addition, the skeletal ones are weak to physical blows. Let your fist fly and smack them around a bit. I've also heard about a moving stone statue.
Just between us.
Couldn't tell you why, but there are statues in there that come to life. They're apparently immune to sword attacks, so be careful. I've heard that they're weak to wind, so if you're heading over there, keep light, wind, and weapons in your arsenal. That's all I know. I know little of your motives, but regardless, I hope you succeed. That man needs to be stopped to end this madness at the cathedral. So I'm guessing when we analyze the enemies, we'll have that information readily available to us. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Come again, anytime.
Well, let me know if you have anything else you want to hear about. I know this city like the back of my hand. I'll stay here a while, but my regular haunt is the Honeybee Inn.
Right.
It does sound like his information could be useful to us, but the Honeybee Inn? A shady-looking guy like him is a regular there?
Alright then.
Okay, so will we be able to see other quest givers on this map, or do we actually have to travel there? There's a new icon over here that I don't know what it is. We do need to go to the recruitment center, see if there's anything new in there. Okay, let's actually just run around physically.
Whatever.
Oi, elder lad, going somewhere? Up to you, of course, but I wouldn't go anywhere near the Grand Cathedral if I was you. Rumor has it that Luis, you know that bloke, has sent his private army to occupy it. Unless you fancy losing your life, I wouldn't get tangled up with that lot. I apologize for making you shoulder the burden of captaincy, but if you have the strength the title demands, I trust you to wield it well. We cannot leave the Grand Cathedral in its current state. Shall we be off to it then, vernacular? I have things to do. I see. Do not tarry overlong then. Okay, something else I should probably do is check her equipment. Is anything changing? No, not really. Okay. Oh, we do have a better staff for you.
You can trust in me.
Miner's boots or miner's gauges. Strength +1, and the boots do what? Agility and endurance? Yeah, that might be better in this case, actually. Okay. I wonder if you get things that will do stuff eventually. Alright, what else is Hulkenberg gonna learn? So, first aid. Okay. Weak HP recovery for one ally. Only be used from the main menu. Okay, so that's like healing in between battles. Increases defense by 10%. Okay, and then these ones get a little bit further in. Increase wielder's defense at the start of battle. Cool, so that... Really, cat? What are you doing, dude? My cats are wilding right now. Deals weak physical strike damage to one enemy, decreases their hit and evasion for 3 turns. Ooh, I do like that. Just, you know, gotta get all the way to rank 20, that's all. Okay, Stroll, what else do you have to learn? I don't know if I really need you to get all the way to Conde. So I may actually move him back to Warrior, but... kind of want to get him Conde, Vernacular. But it seems like having him be our healer might be good for a while. Honestly, keeping them both as these might be good for this dungeon. We'll see.
What's happened?
I know worrying about it won't solve anything, but I can't stop thinking about Gria's. Every time I see Maria's room or Fabian's face, I just can't shake the guilt. I feel the same way. I admit, I'm relieved to hear you say that. We were only beside him a short time, but we risked our lives together. What we learned was invaluable. Knowing that risk, he still became our ally, still took us under his wing. Perhaps I saw something of my late father in him. He was a man who put family first and country a close second. They looked nothing alike.
Got it.
Still, I mustn't dwell on it. Grius would want us to focus on what's ahead. And he would be right.
What's happened?
Okay?
What now?
Okay, so I want to go to Memorandum. Let's read up on Maria. I want to know if it's like... if she's like adopted or something. Maria Alces, Grius' daughter, part rogue, part Ishkia. She lives at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad, where Fabienne, that's how they pronounce her name, right? Fabienne, takes care of her. A cheerful and lovable girl, she helps out in the inn at night, but is often discriminated against for being half-blood, resulting in a lack of friends her own age. Okay, so half-bloods do exist. So Ishkia must be the winged people. So rogue. Okay, so she actually is his biological daughter, I think, then. All right. And so we never learned what happened to the mom. Because it's not Fabienne.
Please.
I can't even pronounce my wife's own name. She is my wife, by the way. The only thing that could brighten up times like this would be seeing the smile of an innocent child. Just look at Maria. It's so sad I can't even bear to look at her. Things like this are hard to cope with, even for adults.
Hello.
Well, if it ain't one of Grius' chums, have to tell you, it was a real shame what happened to him. Don't worry, friend. Everyone around here owed that man a great deal. I've got no clue what your situation is, but I won't turn you in to the authorities. I've some secrets of my own, to be honest. Everyone here does.
If you can help.
What in the blazes?
Damn, what am I to do? I don't think I'll be able to travel outside the city for quite some time. Why? Bloody hell, were you eavesdropping on me, Elda?
Now what am I to do?
Anyway, with the rebellion at the Grand Cathedral getting all the attention, the bandits are free to run roughshod across the wastelands. Anyone who walks out there is easy prey. Wife.
Please enjoy your stay.
Don't be shy about coming back here whenever you need a good meal. I won't. The butcher and the fishmonger were both worried about Maria, so they're giving me a discount. I love you.
Please, if you can help.
Okay, still in bed. I hear stifled crying from the back of the room. Oh,
Please,
you poor
if you
thing.
can help.
What's happened?
Okay, masked man, we don't know what this is. Greetings, Zelda boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mustari tribe? We too are rarely seen in Grand Trad.
I see.
Of course, no, it's understandable. We rarely make ourselves known to the public after all. So then, any interest in our history and why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share if you'd like to know. Mustari history, learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? Understanding different cultures and points of view might improve my tolerance. Will this take time? That's gonna take some time, so if you had other plans for today, let's come back another time. What do you want to do, listen to him? Okay, so it'll take time, but it will increase one of our social stats. Well, it doesn't have to be today. I'm always here. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's explore and around town before we decide what we're gonna do. Look at this thing. Look at that dog. Look at that fox dog.
What's it now?
You, what business do you have a magic shop? It's closed during the day anyway. Besides, this place's days might be numbered. Forget Lycion. If the Igniter Consortium zeroes in on you, it's the gallows for sure. I know the proprietor, actually. Used to be an army doctor back in the day. I'm doing everything I can to get them to look the other way. Place is too good to be busted. Okay, we'll have to check that out tonight.
You're not getting off the hook
What
for
you
that.
What are you staring at? Got no executions planned for the time being. Or do you envy my job? Sorry, I've got no plans on stepping down.
You're not getting off the hook for that.
Hey!
Man in pain? Did you hear that? It sounded like a cry of pain somewhere nearby.
You're not getting off the hook for that. You're not getting off the hook for that.
Oh, you believe this freak? He's not moved from that corpse for ages, even as the stink gets worse and worse. Oh my god. That's a dead body next to him? Never says a word, no matter what I ask him. You ask me, mind-fogged folks like him might be creepier than the cadavers. Maybe we should not have cadavers on the ground. Why haven't the cadavers been moved? No matter what happens to the country, the poor are the ones who always die first. Reality doesn't pull its punches, does it?
Boy there!
A Rusant man dropped his mag pouch around here, and well, I'm a damn fool, so I wanted to catch it immediately, but it ain't raining today. The worse the weather, the better the conversion rate, so when the sun comes out, you'll be getting less. Huh. Okay, interesting. So that's if you want to convert mag to money?
You're not getting off the hook for that.
It's good to know. Alright, was it...
Just can't stand it.
Who was hurt?
Just can't stand it.
You're not getting off the hook for that.
Oh, looks like it's you. Hey, you there. Do you have any medicinal herbs? My stomach is killing me. He's in pretty rough shape. Medicinal herb would go a long way. You have 8 on hand. Want to give him one? Yeah. Thank you.
You saved me.
It's feeling a bit better. You're a kind one. People normally pay no mind to Parapus like me, but you really helped me. Here, take this as thanks. Cool, okay. That was nice of you to make that man so happy. I hope he gets better.
Unctuous?
Clamar beggars, seeing more and more of them these days. I heard they drifted in from some village that was attacked by monsters a while ago. Yes, Halita, no, what? Hala, was it? Some name like that. Regardless, they're a disgrace to the Clamar name. Oh, you're an Elda. Elda. Go away. If even kids are doing this, the adults are setting a terrible example. They truly are, Gallica. They truly are.
Stop!
Oi, you were giving me a nasty look just now. What's the idea then? I wasn't looking, not at all. Shut up, I felt your eyes on me. Give me an honest answer right now, or else.
What'll I do?
Man, people suck here.
Got a minute?
Oh, a sword on your hip there is quite the beaut. You a mercenary too? Being sent out to the Grand Cathedral or something? Yeah. Hang on there, I was just kidding when I asked. You serious? State Army's desperate if they're resorting to the help of an Elda. Well, in that case, let me give you a word of advice. I know some soldiers who made it out of the cathedral alive. A great many were afflicted with malady and poison. If you're really going there, make sure you prepare yourself at the church or the general store. Okay, it's good advice.
Gone to shite, this ass.
Okay, so we've got... oh, gold beetle. This is the second gold beetle we've found, right? Alright, we've got another new icon up here.
Excuse me?
You're of the Elda tribe, yes? Have you had any negative experiences while here in town? Oh, yeah? Why do you ask? Because many people in this town use tribal differences as an excuse to do the most outrageous things. I'm part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them a target for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Trad as well. Right now we're collecting funds for our cause, but this cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It truly pains me to ask this of an Elda like yourself, but if you could find it in your heart to support our cause, just 250 reeve or so, that alone could save one person from dire circumstances. We're gonna... it's not too much money. I'm gonna risk getting scammed here. Thank you. I swear I'll use your donation as best I can. I don't believe it. You really donated. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, could I discuss this more with you? There aren't many who support this cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so discouraging. Well, it looks like she's serious about helping out where she can, but she seems kinda down. Maybe we could cheer her up? Successfully encouraging the activist may help to hone my eloquence. What do you think? Should we try to encourage her? So I'm assuming that we wouldn't have to pay her again if we come back.
I see.
Sorry for suddenly getting all fired up about it, but I'll still be making the rounds here in the future, so if you don't mind, let's talk again sometime.
Appreciate it.
Okay, cool. So we can come back to this.
I see.
What can I do? What are you playing at?
That man, he does as he pleases, all while concealing his true intentions. Sorry, pay no mind to what I've just said.
Awful.
Yeah, we need to do a full round around town. Make sure that we get all of the requests and whatnot that might be around. Just do as much as we can, you know?
Is this it?
And then we'll make some decisions on what to spend our time on. Damn bloody noble, I can't believe he's making me go to the mausoleum. It's not like I can go searching unless that necromancer is caught.
All right then. Ridiculous.
What in the world is that soldier grumbling about now? Can't he just concentrate on guarding? Soldiers' morale is so low that they've gotten outwitted by Louise. Now look at things, disgraceful.
Pardon?
That soldier that tried to bring down Louise, is he going to be branded a criminal for it? Why would he be? Look at the mess Louise made for the royal funeral, and he all but publicly declared he took the king's life with his own two hands. He was a soldier trying to take revenge on a king-slaying traitor. He should get a statue, if anything. You know what? Grius does deserve a statue. True enough, I suppose. I wouldn't want to think of the man as a common criminal. You're not the only one. All the soldiers supporting Louise left Grand Trad on his fancy Skyrunner. Safe to say all the boots left in Grand Trad, myself included, hate Louise's guts. I just hope that if that poor man left any family behind, that they're taken care of. For real. Don't worry. I'll make sure that she's taken care of. Don't you worry. She's now my wife.
An elder.
Whoa. Look at this guy. Menacing Knight. This dude's gonna have a portrait. No, portrait? I thought he was gonna have a portrait. He looked too unique. Hey you an elder? You don't work for Louise, do you? I don't. Whatever. But if you do anything suspicious, I'll send you straight to the gallows, you hear me? I'd like to see you try. Well, that's what I'd like to say, but we have nothing to gain. And everything to lose if we start picking fights.
What in the blaze?
That one-horned man, is there not a bounty on him? Well, even if there was, I doubt anyone here could do something about it. Who's the one-horned man? No, you're a Roussant. No soldiers at a time like this, not good. Not good at all. We've already got an issue with Heisme. The people of Martyra should not have to suffer more indignities. Are things alright in general? Yes, sorry, I don't want you to worry. I'm quite fine, actually. Okay. Dude had a portrait. Let's see, we came in this way, right? So I'll have to see if I can go through these other doors.
Wait a second.
Hey now, hide your face. We don't want any soldiers noticing you. Okay, so they might recognize your face, and if word gets out that you survived, things may get dicey for us.
Really now?
Well, I'm knackered from the Grand Cathedral mess. If you've no business here, scram. I actually knew someone in Count Louise's private army. He'd volunteered before I knew it. Hard to fathom taking a side after... Hey, mind your own business, Elda. Just ahead is the waiting quarters for new recruits. I can hear their passionate voices. This seems to lead into the soldiers' quarters. I can hear the snoring of the resting soldiers. Okay, nothing for us here. Can't do anything with this, right?
Look at that.
There sure are a lot of wanted posters.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, this bulletin board also has a bounty hunter ranking pinned to it. Not that I recognize anybody on it. First place is someone called Katarina? The name seems feminine. I wonder what they're like. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I bet you could take some of these on yourself. Of course, we have other priorities right now.
The sacred Grand Cathedral.
An elder.
Oh, God.
This I cannot fathom.
Jesus.
Grand Cathedral, why?
New day and new corpse. It's not just townspeople either. The soldiers storming the cathedral are dropping like flies. So the Magla seems... The concentration of Magla seems to be killing people too. Corpses with faces I know keep showing up one by one. It'll be my turn before long.
Grand Cathedral, why? If I may.
Hey, can we go now? First a statue with faces and now dead bodies? This is getting too weird. Actually, they're all quite interesting. Why don't we try getting closer? You can't be serious. Why is something like that here in the royal capital to begin with?
Cathedral, why? It's... You what is it? Bastard. I can't wait.
This is what happens when society trades their heroes, their demolition experts who helped with the restoration like me, for ignorant youths like Louise. What is youth anyway? A sin. That's what. Now is the time to reclaim what they took, to show them how to live right.
Come off it.
Oh, he's right, damn it. Without a king like Goddard, they'll send us old folks straight to our graves. It's our time for respect. It's our time for adoration. This is our kingdom. Don't let the youth take it away from us.
Can't be.
Alright, it's weird, but sure.
This occupation.
But there are yet innocents in the Grand Cathedral.
Monsters like that. Oi!
Out of the way, Elda. I need to hurry and get the hell away from here. What are you dallying around for? Get this carriage away from the Grand Cathedral. Alright, so we've also got a main street around this corner, so let's go check that out.
There are yet innocents in the Grand Cathedral.
Just might not be worth a wait on, bro.
The Royal Guard has stopped the anthem.
Hang on a minute, you.
The Royal Guard has stopped the anthem.
I'm just incredible. Damn it all.
Okay, one of our requests is going to be here in San Lumeo Street. We haven't been in several of these buildings, I don't think.
Forget this, do ya?
That soldier's behaving most suspiciously. He keeps staring at me from across the street. He's supposed to be keeping watch over the igniter shop. What does he hope to accomplish by fixing his gaze upon a fellow guard? Okay, let's go talk to him. He's probably saying the same shit. I feel like that soldier across the street keeps looking at me. He's been doing it for a while now. He's a guard for the church, so he's probably of a high rank. Did I do something wrong?
Bastard, you.
Okay, so this must be the church here then. Ugh, that's not what I wanted to do.
All right then.
Oh. Tall elf girl.
You.
I remember you, Elda. Seems I was right about you not being a local. I've heard the rumors. My sources suggest you and Grius were working together. Huh? How did you know that? I own a magic igniter shop, and I do have some sway with the residents of Sunshade Row. But you needn't worry, I've no intention of turning you in. In exchange for my discretion, though, for lack of a better word, would you be willing to do a job for me?
What?
What job?
Yes.
A dangerous one, shall we say? I imagine a colleague of Grius would likely have the skill and discretion required, however. Perhaps I'd better look elsewhere. I didn't realize how young you are on first glance. I'd prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works. Oh, this is going to be a social stat requirement. Too much risk otherwise. Don't want your death on my conscience. Proving your virtue. With a retort that demonstrates your royal virtues, you can gain the upper hand and win new supporters. Okay, so is it going to be a specific one, or can we make an argument with several different ones? Like maybe some of them are better than others or something? Consider the type of ruler you'd like to be, and respond well when someone questions your capabilities. Well, this lady owns the igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking the job if it's nothing too crazy. Okay, so I'm not familiar with the symbols yet, but that's going to be one of the social stats. And I don't know if we have it. We probably don't. At least describe the job. That's what I'd like to say, but I don't have the wisdom to assess the danger for myself. If my wisdom were informed, I'd be able to judge if I could handle it.
Farewell.
Okay, so if we got another point in wisdom. I'm not going to be held liable for putting a child in danger. This conversation's over. Well, a shame we can't even ask about it. Hey, just a thought here, but she's not really seeing you, is she? Not that she thinks you're a bad guy, but she's absolutely defining you by your tribe and age. But if we can get her to see you as an actual person, I feel like she'd tell us more. I bet we'd make an impression if we helped other people around town. Let's see if there's anything we can do for the people here. I bet that'll help you get better at setting yourself apart, too. I'll gather information for you, so if you're ever unsure about anything, just ask. Just don't forget we still have to do something about the Grand Cathedral, too. Got it?
Ridiculous.
Just who do you think you are? Don't tell someone of your lowly stature actually intends to purchase an igniter. Surely the shop's standards can't be so low that they would sell one to an Elda. I'd wager you haven't even an idea what magic or igniters are in the first place. Do you know? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? But in the interest of charity, allow me to impart the basics of magic unto your undeserving ears. Listen well, you clod. Magic is activated by consuming a power called Magla, the origin of magic. You can't see Magla, but it's everywhere. In the air, in the soil, in our own selves even. But all that Magla means nothing without a way to activate it. And that's where igniters come in these days. Most come with their own Magla crystals, so with practice anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyways. That being said, igniters are expensive, as you can plainly see. This shop's windows are likely the closest you'll ever get to owning one. Can we punch this guy? Wow, look at this price tag. Who has that kind of money? I suppose that without one, most people can't cast magic. Yep, we can though. At this establishment, we only sell the very best magic igniters in the whole country. It is our policy to decline service to certain tribes, including the Elder. Apologies, but I must ask you to leave. Unacceptable. First of all, magic igniters are premium high-end products. Even if I did want to serve you, I couldn't do so without the permission of an association representative. What? So the girl outside who owns the shop. And just who is this representative? That would be Lady Brigitte Lycian. She is also in charge of operations of this igniter shop. Why does she allow racism, man? Rude. I'm gonna make you see me and I'm gonna change your ways, Merchantress.
Whatever will I do?
This won't be enough to cover the cost of tomorrow's meal. Oh, if only Halia were given a different fate.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Such a dangerous city. Come, let's hurry home. Oh, are we leaving already? I quite like the Flying Royal Palace. I forgot about the Flying Royal Palace. With faces underneath it. Okay. View of the royal capital.
Something up?
Why not take a breather? There's a nice view and it's important to stop and smell the roses, you know? Besides, watching how the people in Grand Trad live might broaden your horizons. Okay, so this would increase our wisdom. So what's the plan? Care for a short break? Not now, but we definitely will want to be doing that. So that we can do this quest for this Merchantress.
Whatever will I do?
Brigitte.
This I cannot fathom.
Oh, come off it.
Oh, this is the worst. Oh, and you're still here, Elda? Everything started to go wrong once you showed up. The face in the sky, the disaster at the cathedral, it's all just as the teachings of the sanctisms foretold. Evil, sinful tribe, this is because you've defied the teachings. Get out of Grand Trad at once.
But they're yet innocent.
Nah, I don't feel like it. Alright, what do you got for me, buddy? An Elda? Sorry, but would you mind keeping distance from... No, wait. Are you perhaps the Elder who's been frequenting the Hushed Honeybee Inn of late? Am I that famous? He's gonna be like, no.
Grand, innit?
Well, for better or for worse, your tribe certainly stands out, but more importantly, your reaction gave you away. You do frequent the Honeybee. You see, I work in a very high-end hotel as an apprentice cook, but so far, all I've been entrusted with are chores. My dream is to become a 5-star chef. To that end, I've been researching the various cuisines of the city, and the Hushed Honeybee has caught my nose, if you will. I made the mistake of telling my superiors I wanted to go, but they stopped me cold. If I learn to cook from a parapus, it will damage our kitchen's reputation, they said.
Now what am I to do?
They told me if I even get caught setting foot in Sunshade Row, I'd be fired on the spot. I'm a Nydia, and he doesn't even trust me. It's the same tired prejudices. Oh, have we met Nydia before? Is it the eyes? They have like really blue eyes or something? So if it's not too much trouble, could I ask for your help with something? I'd like you to go help out with the cooking at the Hushed Honeybee, and then report back to me about what it was like. The only catch is, my employer has some high-priority guests coming soon. So, if possible, I'd like you to get back to me by June 19th.
Please, if there's anything you can do.
I'd like to learn about their ingredients, what the kitchen's like, and of course, the taste of the food. Naturally, I'll make it worth your while. How's that sound? Yeah, sure.
Thank you much.
You're truly kind, agreeing to help out a stranger you've only just met. I'll finally know what what makes that kitchen tick.
Let's give it a shot.
Help the Hushed Honeybee. I need to help out at the Hushed Honeybee Inn on Sunshade Row in Grand Trad for the man who wants to research cooking. Apparently, the honeybee is always busy at night. Increases wisdom. Cool. 8 days left, 619.
Come on.
Ah, just like that. You're agreeing to help that guy? I suppose Fabienne has helped us a lot. So it wouldn't hurt to pay her back by helping in the kitchen. From what I've heard, the Hushed Honeybee is really busy at night, so when the sun sets, let's ask Fabienne, what we can do to help.
What on earth are you doing? Oh!
Hey, you know about these ruins out west called Belega Corridor? Apparently there's a monster they call a Guptaros there. Even passing by's a risk, they say. Still, I've got cargo and people to transport. Being a coachman's not easy work, I tell ya. Anyway, that's what I heard from a colleague of mine.
Come off it.
I recommend entering and exiting Grand Trad through Tradia Gate right here. The royal funeral's drawn a lot of visitors. We can't be sure any misfits don't slip through the cracks. We know it's a hassle, but using this gate is for your own safety as well as the city's.
What to do?
Another week, another load of bodies. Tells you how bad things have gotten in Tradia Desert, I suppose. Sending green recruits with no real-world experience to handle it is just feeding more meat into the grinder. If only we had skilled mercenaries.
What's happened?
Gosh, these machines are crazy.
What's the world coming to? What's the world coming to?
Okay, so we've got something here. Another social stat, I'm guessing. Is that a fairy I see? Ah, real fairy. Well, I'll be.
Sure.
Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make such a big deal of it? Well, I should explain. My family has something of a history of fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell you
I
one?
wonder.
So, you grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you've got fairies on the mind. Okay, imagination will improve. What do you think? Do you want to listen to the elderly gentleman's story?
I see.
Well, I'd certainly not force you. Let me know if you ever get curious, though. You got it, buddy.
That damn Louis.
Alright, let's check out what's in the bar.
I'm out of ideas. What am I gonna do?
Oh, an Elder, huh? Well, I don't mind you coming in if you're just going to eat. Sorry, but could I ask you to keep your head down? The Sanctus pilgrims won't hide their contempt for an Elder if they see you. Why did they hate the Elder? Well, just so we're clear, it's not me who hates your kind, it's my customers. To be honest, I couldn't care less about tribal sensitivities. I once tried to hire a Parapus girl, but the regulars wouldn't stand for it. Something about her being filthy, though if I could speak freely, I'd say the same thing about most of the Clamar. There's no kind way to say it, but that's simply how things are. In both this city and this country, take care of your business and be on your way, please, for both our sakes.
What am I gonna do?
What do you think of the Grand Cathedral incident? Well, is there anything to know beyond it's all become a right mess? It's all that the customers chatter about now, endless whinging about how terrified they are of the humans. I've got to stand here when their tears start flowing and the L kicks in. But even after all that's happened, some of them still support Luis. Boggles the mind, I tell you. Boggles the mind.
Excuse me?
Hey now, what do you think you're doing? The kitchen is off limits.
What is it?
What do you want, you louse? Who do you think you are staring at me like that? You want some of this too? This fine ambrosia would be wasted on the lips of some elder child. Get your own cheap drinks at Sunshade Row.
Oh, what a pity.
Well, I'm quite sorry. You've likely heard the people in this tavern speaking ill of the others on the basis of their tribe. They give their opinions too freely, especially once there's a few pints in them. Please take this as a token of apology. Do come back again if you'd like. Oh, that's nice. A soothing sweet bun. That was nice of her. So not everyone sucks.
Damn Louis.
That's terribly unfair.
Oh, stubborn little stain. What do you think you're doing here? Off with you already. You're a blight on our fair city. Suppose I'm not surprised your ears don't work properly. When did all these undesirables creep into our streets?
But why?
Closure, oh, closure. Oh, God.
This I cannot fathom.
Inviting an elder into the church at a time like this, the sanctor should know that even holy beneficence has its limits. Should I not be here? Obviously not. Your very presence here goes against our doctrine. It's sacrilege. The scriptures tell us that the Elder are a dangerous tribe. They are the inheritors of a treacherous magic that undermines the tenets of sanctism. The church offers charity to the people, but the truly devout know that the Elder are not people. Leave this place at once and be quick about it. Hey, I'm more than happy to leave you to your hate if that's what your church teaches. Let's get what we came for and be on our way.
Closure.
Huh. I can see that you're an elder. I'll not turn you away if you've come here with a purpose. However, I do hope you will keep it brief.
Excuse me.
Thanks, I think. Anyway, we heard you sell a type of medicine called breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air, you say? We typically only make this particular remedy available to those who have accepted the light of sanctism. But let it be known that we practice generosity. By special exception for an elder, you may demonstrate your sincerity by purchasing it for 500 reeve. For an elder? You're raising the price because of his tribe? Surely you would not expect your vulgar tribe to stand as equals among the blessed. Our teachings forbid it, thus I ask you to demonstrate your sincerity. Bear in mind, to even sell, that is, give them to you, is taboo. I'd appreciate a show of gratitude more than words of protest. Man, this is rough.
How may I share, Goblin? There's a share, I think.
Judging by the sword upon your hip, I take it you are a warrior. If you carry armaments with hidden potential, I can purify them for you. However, no matter how sincere you may be, you are still an Elder. You must demonstrate a basic understanding of sanctism if you expect my cooperation. If my wisdom was informed, I could ask the church to purify my equipment. Okay. So, purifying equipment. Certain equipment can be taken to the church and purified, after which it is born anew with enhanced capabilities and new special effects. Okay. You can unlock the purify function by raising the wisdom royal virtue. Okay, so wisdom seems like a first priority. We have 2 things at this point that require wisdom. Equipment that can be purified will be noted in the item description. We've already gotten a couple of those, I think. We got the breath of fresh air. Let's take it back to Sunshine Row. Alright. I think we've explored all the important areas, so now let's get on our skateboard.
But there yet innocence in the grand cathedral.
Ridiculous. What's it all got to do with that? I just can't stand it.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook
Let's
for
see,
that.
where was the person? They were just back here.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook.
You mean a lightsaber?
Now, how did I wind up?
You there?
My dear fellow, is that the breath of fresh air? Did you get that from me? Sure did.
Thank you so very much.
Oh, praise be. I give you the deepest of thanks. With this, my daughter can be cured. I apologize for having so little faith in you. People have been quite anxious since the incident at the Grand Cathedral, so the prices on everything have increased. On top of that, the discrimination against the Mustari and other minor tribes is only worse, and hardly any shops will serve me. But I digress. Allow me to return the favor.
No.
Hardly seems worthy of praise to do something so simple as purchase medicine. It's wrong that this problem exists within the country in the first place. What you did means the world to me. Thank you truly for saving my daughter's life. Please, you must take this, a token of my gratitude.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. So we got some more tolerance, and we got the rusted accessory.
All right.
Okay, several points in tolerance. I hear a voice.
Within thee.
Thy present glow comes from one of the splendid virtues, already dwelling within thee.
That brilliance.
This glow serves thee best as the kindling to inflame thy followers' trust in thee.
Now then.
Gather the royal virtues and fulfill thy destiny. Your character is measured by 5 royal virtues, each of which can be increased in various ways. Honing the royal virtues, courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination will help you solve your followers' problems and improve your relationships with them. You might improve your virtues by working, aiding people, or testing your courage. Try talking with Gallica for ideas. She knows a lot about the town and can give you more information. An accessory. I'm sorry, but what does it do? It's so rusty I can't tell what it is. I've heard you can get it appraised at a shop. Anywhere will do. I'm afraid I don't know more about it, as none of those places would serve me.
Way.
Oh, for crying out loud, they won't even let you shop? Thank you, though. We should get this looked at for now.
I know.
Excuse me, but I must now administer the medicine to my daughter. Thank you again, and may our divine relic bless this kind young man.
What's happened?
Okay, let's go to the weapon shop, and we'll
You mean a lightsaber?
see about appraising this and seeing if we have enough money to buy a weapon as well. I think we might just be short again.
Oh, what'll I do?
Come to think of it,
Oh, that reminds me. I think we have something that needs appraising. Want to have the shop take a look at it? You don't have to go to a specialist to get your weapons, armor, and igniters appraised. Just ask any shop attendant, and they should be able to handle it. Unidentified weapons, armor, or magic igniters you attain can be appraised at a shop. Once identified, they can then be equipped and
Hey.
used.
Hello there.
Oh, I don't see customers of your kind very often. Okay, costs us 100. That's not too bad. Yeah, I don't think we have enough money. I think like most of the weapons were like 2,000, weren't they? A Squire's Bracelet, strength +3. Cool.
Oh, what'll I do? What now?
Okay, we'll give that to Hulkenberg. And then, since we can't do that other thing until night, maybe what we'll do is we'll go and sit on that bench for wisdom.
Awful. Just
Is this it?
Hang on a minute, you.
The royal guard is sloppy, aren't they?
And then tonight we can work at the Honeybee.
Damn it all.
Why,
You little bastard.
Whatever will I do?
something
You're
up.
not getting off the hook for that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Whoa.
The streets are packed, but at least it's not as huge a crowd as the royal funeral had. Sure are a bunch of nobles on the main street and around the Grand Cathedral. I see some Clamar, Rogue, and even some Ishkia. But if you head to the back streets, you'll see more Parapus. Guess that's what a class divide looks like. Then there's you, the only Elda in town. It's crazy how people will say the most vile things right to your face. Yeah, kinda sucks. I'm fed up with it. I know, they aren't even directed at me, and it still makes me sick to my stomach.
But
Just remember, there's not a single thing wrong with you, so stand tall, okay? You're as free to walk these streets as anyone else. Thank you, Gallica. Gazing out at the sights of the capital with Gallica makes me feel like I broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Gallica and I headed home while discussing the people and stores we passed along the way. Okay, spending time at nights. On days you don't visit a dungeon, you'll have enough energy left for activities at night. You can visit followers that are only available at night or hone your royal virtues. Gallica might have advice on what to do at night. Okay, back to the Hushed Honeybee.
that reminds me.
Remember the shopkeeper that spoke to you at the Igniter shop? She was so cryptic. I haven't been able to stop thinking about what she said, but anyway, what's on your mind? Yeah, are there supporters available tonight? Doesn't look like there's anyone for you to talk to right now. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Please, I'm just
So you come in here at night. Ingredients of Grand Trad, secrets of the Red Grass Shop. Learn about the man who sells ingredients only to select clientele near the Grand Cathedral. Okay, interesting.
I'm just.
So that might just unlock a new shop. Poor girl. Alright, we're almost certainly going to be doing this with my wife.
Incredulous.
But let's go and see what's changed at night.
What's happened?
All right then.
Oh yeah, we need to check out that magic shop.
You've been a lifesaver.
Okay, so some of that stuff is still available at night as well.
Grand Cathedral, why? It's...
Say there.
I hear you are with Grius at the Honeybee. And an Elder besides. Things must be interesting over there. A friend of Grius can be trusted, I suppose, but let's not discuss the legality of my goods. Okay, so consumable magic is what you've got, huh? Infused with fire, it explodes when thrown, and it's a set amount of damage too. Okay. Might not be bad to have just a couple of those that we can try out if we need those, because we have at least one person who's capable of each of these other magics. But we don't have thunder, and we don't have dark yet.
I'm just... Oh, what'll I do?
Okay, this one isn't available here at night.
What are you playing at? Stop that at once!
Is this it?
My husband?
That's...
Can't stand this. Protecting the Grand Cathedral from Luis is just impossible. There's no way. It's not just Luis that's tough. The private army he leads has an elite force of warriors as well. They're called the White Clad. Gotta be honest, I admire them a bit, but this is something else.
My husband?
Closer. Why did this happen?
But my comrades in arms are still in there.
Just might not be worth a win.
Oh, an elder with a fairy in tow, and none too educated by the looks of it. Rude. I'm a traveler, you see, as well as a student. I consider it my mission in life to impart what I've learned to others. You both ought to have some basic knowledge of this country. What say you to studying under my tutelage? Well, how rude, though it wouldn't hurt to learn a thing or two. Do we listen to what he has to say? No.
How regrettable.
Alright then, if you wish to learn more, come back here.
I can hardly believe such a thing.
Maybe I should listen, but it doesn't seem like it would give us more wisdom or anything.
Hang on a minute, you.
I'm just... Damn it all. Ridiculous. Blimey.
Okay, so we can get wisdom at night as well.
But there are yet innocents in the Grand Cathedral.
Fool.
Alright. Let's go to the honeybee and learn to cook.
What's it all got to do with us?
Ridiculous.
Stinking believable.
What is it?
What's happened?
Please, I'm just... If you can help. Incredulous.
Yeah.
How's it going, beautiful? We always get a flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand with preparing food? If you'd like to help out, feel free to use the kitchen as you please. And if you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make red grass roasted bideau. Well, seems like Fabienne's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us. So the least we could do is return the favor and help her out when we can. If I help Fabienne prepare food, my tolerance should improve.
That reminds me.
There was someone who wanted to know what it's like helping with cooking here. We could knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Should we help Fabienne out? Does this one... Is this one for the quest and this one is to learn the recipe? I'm not sure if I can do both at the same time. Let's try this and see if it counts. I want to make red grass roasted bideau. I wish I could teach you, but you'll need to bring your own ingredients. Everything we have at the inn is served for our dining services. If you want to make roasted bideau, you can buy what you'll need from the market located in front of the Grand Cathedral. You'll need bideau meat, pristine clear water, and red grass. The butcher should have some bideau meat. The water merchant should carry pristine clear water. The red grass is sold at the market near the Grand Cathedral, but it may be hard to come by. The vendor doesn't stock much of it.
You're a big help.
Come back once you've got all the ingredients on hand. Oh, and remember, the kitchen is always open to you when you want to help out.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just do the regular one for now.
That reminds me.
You're a big help.
I appreciate the help. Now let's get you into the kitchen, shall we?
Next up is...
Well, we finished preparing the fish, so now we just have to put those in the pot.
Then...
Okay, the next thing we need to prepare is the cockatoo woolly cloud omelet. The eggs in the dish are supposed to have a fluffy look and texture. How do we do that? Low heat cook?
Let's try this.
Well, we need to cook it over low heat. So we let the residual heat slowly finish the eggs. Gotcha, time to get started. Gallica and I poured our hearts into the preparation. The technique using low heat allowed the eggs to develop a soft and airy texture. Let's serve it to the customer. Okay, I think we chose the right one.
Job.
Ooh, the customer wolfed down the whole plate. You're surprisingly good at this vernacular. So I wonder if I get more points in tolerance because I chose the right choice there. Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance improved.
All right.
So like I wonder if we would have only gotten like 1 or 2 had we done a worse job. I continued to help out as the night went on. Alright, someone wanted to hear about the honeybee. I should visit the young man on San Lumeo Street.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That necromancer mentioned a day of calamity. Pretty ominous, but what does it even mean? Luis's orders or not, 'twas the necromancer who committed those acts of brutality we witnessed at the royal funeral. He undoubtedly prepares more of the same.
Right.
Well, we're going to put a stop to that corpse-robbing bastard before that happens. If the state army can't handle him, then it falls to us to do it. The day of calamity we were warned about is just 9 days away. We need to stop that necromancer before then. God, I'm gonna love this game, I can already tell. I have a reportable quest, and we're gonna do that in the next episode. Our first free day is done. We took the entire episode to do it. Things will get faster as we learn everything that we need to learn, but of course, taking our first day to explore everything, talk to as many people as possible, is always a good plan. And I feel like we learned a lot. We have a lot of options, and I'm loving it. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, Hato Kuto, Shadow Raven, Hannah Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot27, Bean Curry, Nathan McComb, Sefka, DWJ Media, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.